South Korea is a young democracy. It has only been a democracy since 1987. It does not have a free speech movement. One of the greatest dangers in any system of government to a free press and to free speech is the risk that governments will try to use the law to silence their critics. And Park Geun-hye jailed a journalist from the Sankei Shimbun. And when she did that, so-called liberal politicians said to the Washington Post, quote, "I do not necessarily agree with the views of the Sankei Shimbun, but I do not think indicting an individual for publishing false facts is the right thing to do because freedom of expression must be guaranteed to the utmost." That politician was Moon Jae-in. But then fast forward to what Moon Jae-in does in office. He sued his former foreign minister Song Min-soon for saying that he consulted with the North Koreans or suggested consulting with the North Koreans on how South Korea should vote in the UN on a human rights issue. Scholars have been censored. In April of 2018, the Jungang Ilbo accused the Blue House of having a blacklist, and they denied this, but shortly thereafter, my friend David Straub was sent back from the Sejong Institute after he had been critical of the Blue House. It now takes exceptional courage for scholars to criticize the policies of the South Korean government. Defectors are reporting that they are feeling pressure from the government or from their donors to tamp down their criticism of North Korea. And the public is now being censored by this Un-Korean Activities Committee in the National Assembly that is calling for the censorship of YouTube videos. We see a selective revisionism happening where people are having their videos pulled off YouTube for asking revisionist questions about Gwangju. And finally, we are seeing the emergence of a certain censorship by proxy where avowedly pro-North Korean groups forced Tae Yong-ho, who is the Emmanuel Goldstein, I think, of North Korea, who defected from North Korea in 2016. He had to cancel a speech recently because of a threat posted by a pro-North Korean group on Facebook. Freedom of speech cannot survive unless the state protects it from violence. But what we see instead is that these groups are permitted to threaten other people. The principle that we should be free to speak as long as we do so peacefully protects everyone or no one. Moon is not behaving as a liberal in office despite his rhetoric. But it's only if we raise the alarm that the guardrails will hold. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Josh.